From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
I had to think about it for a moment. It's tax day. Tax day it is. Hope you got all your stuff done there. Good luck to you on that. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
The 15th of April,
Yes.
Kate. Oh boy, moving
Yes.
along very quickly. The middle of the month, and historically, this is the average last day of frost in Wayne County.
Oh, well, good.
On average.
Good. I hope the average
Which
sticks.
simply means it could be
Yeah.
another, but possibly not.
We've lucked out. Last year we certainly didn't. It was like things started blooming and then the frost got it. So
Yeah.
we've our community's quite beautiful right now.
Well, you know, and we had, and in some places in Wayne County, we
Right.
had some frost the other night, and then the last Saturday, it got down to 26.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know if it was the humidity was just right, but I don't know.
Some places it was good. Some
Yeah.
places it did not affect.
So what you're saying is some people watching are like, what is she talking about?
Yeah,
My yard.
Well, I know, and
Yeah.
it did, but not everybody was frostbitten.
Right.
Not everybody was, but our climate here in Wayne County is amazing. It's different. It could be 5 or 6. I've seen this 5, 6 degrees warmer in parts of Wayne County than in other parts of Wayne County. That's a fact.
That is wild.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
So anyway,
wow.
we have a kind of our own climate.
Yeah.
Each neighborhood has its own climate. It might be snowing in Pikeville, and I mean people sunbathing in Dudley. What are you going to do?
Not that extreme.
Well, no,
not
it's
that
kind of an
extreme, but
extreme,
that's
not
good to
quite.
know that it's the
Okay.
average. And tonight, hopefully, there'll be a great crowd over at the Terrace Room for
yeah.
the Communities and Schools Have a Heart fundraiser. If you're not able to go, but you feel so led to support them, I'm certain Selena Bennett will welcome a phone call from you and a visit or however.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, there's the road race downtown.
Oh, that's right, the 38th annual.
Hello, and then leads into the Three Eagles Beer Festival.
Yeah,
we got your weekend planned.
There you go. Boy, that's going to be a great weekend. The 38th annual Greater Goldsboro Road Run, sponsored by the Goldsboro Kiwanis Club, and it's the Sunrise Kiwanis. I beg your pardon.
Yes.
A great event, and it is a great event, and it's a sanctioned event. So there you go. The second oldest in North Carolina.
That is very
And then the
neat.
Beer Fest tomorrow
And then
afternoon.
the Beer Fest.
All right, here's today's trivia question.
Okay.
3 of the best known names in music. 3 of the best known names in music. They are not artists, they are not singers, they are not dancers, they are not musicians. But everybody knows these people.
Are they linked together?
There's 3 people,
They
yes.
have- okay.
They are linked together and they work for the same company. One is a fellow by the name of, his name is Cy Warrenker. Another guy's name is Ted Keep. And another guy's name is Al Bennett. These 3 guys are the most famous people associated with music, the music industry, probably in the entire world. Who are they?
I have no idea.
Sure you do. You know these people are.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You know them. If I explain to you who they are, you'll know. The guy's name is Al Bennett, Cy Warrenker, and Ted Keep. I'll tell you in a few minutes. Okay, that'll come up.
Okay, that's a good one.
You're going to be amazed at the answer. They're world famous.
Very
World.
neat. Good.
Everybody knows these guys. They're not musicians, they're not singers or dancers or whatever. I can't wait. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, ooh, ooh, yeah, ooh, ooh. We've got on, let's see, today's 15th. Tonight, Yolanda Rabin will be singing at the Paramount Theater with intelligence and passion. Yolanda Rabin.
Yeah.
Her vocal flexibility and range earn her high marks for taste, inventiveness, and power. Phrasing is always sophisticated. She's not afraid of taking risks. She handles all styles of music across nearly 3 octaves. 3 octaves, that's amazing, with sensibilities that stem from years of vocal performance. Reserved seating tickets are $15 to $20 each, and available at the Paramount by calling 919-583-8432, or you can go online to GoldsboroParamount.com. That's going to be a great event. That's tonight, beginning at 7:30.
Yolanda, how do you say her last name? Rabin?
Yolanda Rabin.
I was not familiar, but when I read her write-up, I was like, good gracious.
Yeah.
Googled her, found some videos of her. That description he just kind of put her up here.
Yeah.
It didn't do her quite justice.
Really?
She's incredible. So thank you to Sherry Archibald for the wonderful talent that is being brought to the Paramount. It is staying booked, and it's local and then international talent. So
I'll tell you who's amazing. Sherry Archibald.
she is wonderful.
Isn't she amazing? I saw her last Friday, and I couldn't thank her enough for all the work that she and Vincent did to support our event out there. But she's amazing. She just does everything.
Just goodness. She's consistently just easy to work with,
She's
get
right
stuff
in there.
done.
Yeah, get it done.
She is goodness.
Yes, she is. Okay, we're going to do our interview, or head to our interview, and we'll be back after that, okay?
Okay.
Today we're visiting Camp Tuscarora here. It's the Boy Scout camp here in where are we?
We're in 4 Oaks, North Carolina.
4 Oaks, North Carolina, just outside Wayne County. And we're talking with Martin Clemmer. Martin, what is your position with scouting?
Currently, I serve as the council program director. And
what does that mean?
Pretty much anything in the name of program, my name is slapped to it. I serve as the summer camp director for all 6 weeks of Boy Scout and Cub Scout camps in the summer, as well as the Cub Weekend that you have graciously visited us. We also do one in the fall as well. We have various trainings throughout the year, and Boy Scout camporees throughout the year as well. And so I am in charge of all that.
Tell me about Camp Tuscarora.
So Camp Tuscarora is a camp that's been here for, around 90 some years.
Long time.
We have moved in multiple locations, but the camp here, we have over 1,100 acres of beautiful pine forest, and we have about 16 some campsites, and we can squeeze in about 1,000, 1,400 people.
Wow.
On a big weekend. But normally it's a small camp where we can run effective events from 12 people to 1,000 if you want.
Tuscarora Council covers what area?
Tuscarora Council covers Wayne County, Johnston County, Duplin, and Sampson counties, respectively.
And that's out of all the councils, that's one of the smaller ones.
Correct.
And still, how many scouts are involved with Tuscarora?
We serve over, depending on membership recruitment, between 2,000 to 3,000 scouts on an annual basis.
Wow, now is that scouts and cubs?
Yes.
Okay. How many troops, do you know offhand how many troops you handle?
We have about 70 some Boy Scout troops, 70 some Cub Scout groups, or Cub Scout packs, and collectively about 160 units overall.
Wow, and that's over the 4-county area.
Yes.
That's still a very good size, large number of people involved. Now, how long have you been scouting?
I've been in scouting for about 17 years, from a small little Cub Scout all the way to Eagle, and I served as an assistant scoutmaster for my troop back in Virginia, and then I decided to become a professional scouter, where I served as a district executive for 4 or 5 years, and now I serve as council program director.
So you're actually employed by the Scouts?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Do you recommend that for anyone? It seems like a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of hours, but I enjoy what I do.
I'm sure you do.
What you put into it is what you get out of it.
That's right. All right, so we're here at Camp Tuscarora today. What's going on? There's a lot of activity here.
So today we are conducting our Spring Cub Weekend, and we have around 400 Cub Scouts, 100 siblings, and about 500 parents and Cub Masters.
And what are some of the things they're involved with here?
So we have several stations. The one across our parade field is the Fix It class. That's where they're just learning home repair.
Really?
Another one is
I could use some of those guys at my house.
Another one is floats and boats.
Floats and boats.
They're learning about just water safety, learning about PFDs and rescue devices. Another one is digging in the past, where they are learning about archaeology archery, and fossil dig-ups.
A little Indiana Jones thing.
Exactly.
Going. Yeah.
No
Love
boulders.
it. No boulders, though.
We have another one called Aware and Care, which learns about more disability awareness. And then we have open events, such as our skate park, our BMX track. We have a Hungry Hungry Hippo station.
And what is that?
We have kids on skateboards, and we just kind of roll them out. They scoop up Easter eggs.
Well, they're lying on their tummies?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And eventually, whoever gets the most Easter eggs,
They're the winners.
Exactly.
They're the big hippo.
Yes.
Okay.
The Hungry Hippo.
The Hungry Hippo. Okay.
Yeah. And so
Sounds
we have
like a cousin of mine.
exactly.
I know that guy.
So we have a pirate theme for the weekend.
Wonderful.
And we're all decked out. We got a pirate ship here in the corner, and we're going to do a relay right after lunch. And all the packs are invited to compete. It's no trophy or involved, just participation and kids doing their best.
And a whole lot of fun.
Yes.
I see a lot of so many activities going on. You've got a basketball court, you've got the BMX track, you've got skateboarding, you've got archery, BB guns, Marble Mania. What is that Marble Mania? What is that?
So Marble Madness.
Madness, yes.
Pretty much that class. Marbles is slowly becoming outdated, but for some reason, kids love to play with marbles.
Of course we do.
And so that's kind of our way of keeping marbles relevant.
Marbles are fun.
Yeah.
Not for everyone, but for fun.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And then during summer camp, we open up our lake. We open up our canoes, rowboats.
Come over this way a little bit. You're moving off camera there. All right.
We open up our canoes, rowboats, as well as we have a 50-foot water slide that you got to climb on a tower and swing on down.
Right. Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a little too cold.
Yeah.
It's not. The water's not ready just yet.
Not quite. Well, it just turned spring. I mean, we're just now getting warmed up a little bit.
Yes.
So in the summer it'll be great.
Yes.
Okay. So how long is this going to be going on?
Pretty much just a weekend event.
Okay.
Although we do have 1,000 scouts and scouters present, in 2 weeks we have a second weekend where we're going to have about 500, 600 more scouts and scouters. Wow. This event originally started just as a one-weekend event, but it became so large that we needed to split it up.
Okay. I can understand that. Now, for scouting, what does scouting do for young people? Why should young people become scouts?
So the whole point of scouts and scouters is to, one, build a better community, build a better person, and pretty much learn about making ethical and moral choices in their daily lives. And although we are doing that here, we're trying to do that through fun, through repetitive teachings on like the Aware and Care class, where they're kind of learning about disability awareness and just being a little more well-known about what goes on in our communities. And we got another class going on to where they're actually doing a service project. And
what would that entail? What does that mean?
I think they're doing a road cleanup.
Oh, really?
I think they're doing a road cleanup. If not, then they're moving something else.
So, if I understand this, it's one thing to have young people sitting in a classroom and trying to teach them on a blackboard and that sort of thing, versus having them out here in the field where they're actually doing things and having fun and actually learning the same things they'd be learning in the classroom, but having a lot more fun doing it. They pay more attention that way.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes just sitting in a classroom, although you can learn some things that you can learn a lot of things that way.
I don't have anything at all against classrooms. Let's get that straight right now.
Likewise.
Right, okay.
But also just reinforcing that lesson by practicing it out in the everyday world.
Where are you from? You mentioned Virginia. Is that a home for you?
I was originally born and raised in Virginia.
What part?
In the Stanton area. It's west of Charlottesville.
I know where Stanton is.
And currently I live in the Goldsboro area, although I'm still serving Tuscarora Council as a whole.
Right. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, Martin Clemmer is, what was your title again?
Council Program Director.
What he said, and we appreciate you speaking with us, and thank you for having us out here to Camp Tuscarora. It's a great place.
Thank you,
Thank
Wayne.
you so much.
Hello, this is Will from Pack 77, and from Tigers, and right now we're at Camp Tuscarora at a camping trip right now, and it is a bright and sunny day, but tonight it's gonna rain. I don't know specifically at what time, but I know it is gonna rain. And that is all.
We're talking with Martin Clemmer here at the Tuscarora Boy Scout Camp. Martin, tell me what's about to happen here.
So pretty much we are here. We have Cub Scouts from all 4 districts that we serve, which is from Johnston County, Wayne County, Duplin, and Sampson counties.
Right.
We are have about 1,100 people here on site.
Wow.
From Boy Scouts, parents, siblings, and Cub Scouts.
Right.
And we're just getting away with starting up our flag ceremony. And after that, we will break out into our program areas to do activities for everyone.
All right, Martin Clemmer, we'll be talking to him more during this ceremony and after as well. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right. Continuing at Camp Tuscarora here with Susan Lewis. And Susan, thanks for being with us. What do you do here?
I am the volunteer chair for the weekends.
Oh, okay. What does that mean? You're in charge of everything, right?
I am the unpaid volunteer in charge of everything.
Unpaid volunteer. Okay. How long have you been with Scouting?
I've been with Scouting since 2009.
And why did you get into Scouting?
I got into Scouting for my sons. I have a son who is now 12 and one who is 9, and the 9-year-old has been Scouting since he was 3.
And why is Scouting so important?
Because of what it has done for my sons. My oldest son was very shy when he was in kindergarten, and now Scouting has given him the confidence. He can stand up in front of a classroom of his peers, and he can talk better than some of my husband's college students. So he has no problems doing public speaking.
I saw a sign coming into Camp Tuscarora, something about building character.
Yes.
Scouting does that.
It really does. There's a couple of Scouting moms that we actually do something. It's part of the discipline. If they misbehave, I make them recite the Scout law, and they actually tell me what parts of the Scout law that they have violated and how they're going to do better in the future to live by the Scout law. And it really works because I remind them before we get started, a Scout is trustworthy.
Right.
And they will back it on up. They're getting ready to tell me a story. They'll back it on up and say, okay, yeah, Mommy, I kicked him. So
You got to tell the truth.
that's right, because the Scout is trustworthy. That's right. Very important.
Yes. And courteous and kind as well.
That's right.
And all of the others as well. Now, so your youngsters, your children have been in Scouting how long?
They have been in Scouting since the 1st grade, since Tigers.
And where are they now?
They're with PAC and Troop 258 in Rosewood.
And at what rank?
They are, my oldest son is a first-class Scout, first-class Boy Scout, and my youngest one, I'm his den leader, is a We Below 1 Scout.
All right. What would you like to see 10 years from now? If you could just say, hey, I can look into the future and I see this for my kids. Where would you like to see it?
Well, first of all, we've told them that they have to get their Eagle Scout before they can get their driver's license.
Oh, boy. That's a big one right there. Okay, very good.
But yes, definitely want to see them with Eagle Scouts because getting their Eagle Scout gives them an advantage in the workplace. If there are 2 applicants that are equal in all other aspects, employers will choose the Eagle Scout over anybody else. It also helps if they're going into any of the armed services. Being an Eagle Scout helps them get that first rank
Very good.
in the armed services.
Susan Lewis is volunteering here at Camp Tuscarora this weekend. You're the head volunteer for the weekend, right? Is that what you
volunteer,
do?
yeah, that's a good way to put
I
it.
like that. Okay, very good. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Hope you're doing well today. We're headed to the weekend, we are. Woo! Woo! Today, the 15th of the month of April. That means tomorrow is another day. I guess the 16th, right?
That's
Anyway,
right. That's
figure
right.
It out. We'll figure that out. Okay, let's take a look at today's trivia question.
Yeah,
You're going
this
to be
is-
amazed at this one.
All right. Refresh us.
These 3 guys were personal friends of a guy named Ross Bagdasarian. Okay, you may not know who that is. But he changed his name. During his military experience, he spent time in Seville, Spain. He loved Seville, Spain. So he changed his name and performed under the name of David Seville.
Okay, but where I don't.
Oh yeah, the 3 guys, the 3 famous guys who were world renowned.
Yeah.
Their names are anyway. They're the biggest names ever in the music industry. One's name was Al Bennett, dear old Al, and then there was Cy Waronker, and then there was Ted Keep. Well, Ted is just a nickname. His name was Theodore. And Cy Waronker's name was Simon.
Oh.
And Al Bennett's name was
stop
Alvin.
it.
I'm serious.
Stop it.
I'm serious. David Seville worked or recorded for the record company of Alvin Bennett,
Oh, wow.
Simon Waronker, and Ted Theodore Keep.
That's very neat.
He got
That's
their
very
names. Those are
neat.
real names. They're real people.
That's
How about
neat.
that?
That's very neat.
Ross Bagdasarian was an interesting guy. His son is still in the music, but see, David Seville died at a very young age. He was in his mid-50s. And his son said, and he didn't want to get into the business of the chipmunks.
Right.
The chipmunks is what we're talking about here.
I cannot believe
He didn't want to get into that business because it was his dad's, and his dad was doing such a wonderful job with it. But when his dad died at such an early age, Ross Bagdasarian Jr. decided to go ahead and pick up where his dad left off and continued making the chipmunk songs, the chipmunk movies, and the chipmunk TV series. And they're the chipmunks, Theodore, Alvin, and Simon.
Wow.
Or not necessarily in that order, but Ross Jr. And also Ross Jr. also does a lot of work in bringing back old westerns on TV. You've never heard? No, he does. He does.
That's neat.
You've never heard of Cisco Kid? Well, yeah, you have.
You
Yeah,
have?
sure you have. You've heard of Cisco
Yeah.
Kid. That's
Don't
one of.
tell me who I haven't heard of.
Okay, I won't do that. But that's one of the O. Henry's deals. Was it O. Henry who wrote Cisco Kid? Anyway,
know about that.
anyway, regardless of all that, but the Cisco Kid, Cisco and Pancho, and he brought that back. He's bringing back that to syndicated TV, and those are two of my favorite characters, Cisco and Pancho.
Very
Hey, Cisco,
neat.
hey, Pancho, okay. And the guy that played Cisco, no, never mind that. That's for another day, okay?
You're getting even deeper.
I'm getting even deeper here. It's interesting to
That's
me,
very neat.
some of this old TV stuff. Anyway, getting on back to the business at hand. Before I get run out of here.
Before you get run out.
Before I get run out of here, I want to mention this.
Okay.
The Brain Injury Support Group is one of the most important support groups in the area. You just would not believe the work they do. It's an amazing organization. Wayne County's Brain Injury Support Group meets the second Saturday of each month at the Peggy Seeger Senior Center on East Ash Street. They're asking you to come join them for information on resources for survivors, enjoy the fellowship and the fun of just being together. They want to provide support for those who have survived brain injury, also for their families and for their friends. You got to be there at 10 a.m. That's when the Senior Center's door opens, and they plan to stay until about 11:30. Refreshments are served. This is the second Saturday of each month. And if you want to know more information, you can call Pierre Protz. Pierre's number, my dear friend Pierre, Pierre's number is 394-1091. 919-394-1091.
That's great.
You know Pierre.
Mighty important. Yes, absolutely.
wonderful
She is
person.
a special person.
Yes, she is.
Wonderful
very much
woman.
so. And I guess that's it.
That's it.
That's
Till
it.
Monday.
Until Monday, when we come back with more here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Have yourself a fine weekend. If you're going to be traveling anywhere, please wear your seatbelt. Please wear your seatbelt. Think of your family. If you don't like wearing a seatbelt, well, that's tough. Put it on anyway. All right? Think of your family when you do that. Till Monday, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
Did I say that twice?
You did.
I didn't mean to do that. What's the matter with me?
It's Friday.